gentlemen, welcome back to Twisted Koi. And you, Joss and Mark's Koi Life, and my heart goes out to you, Joss. I mean, not only did they get bad news over the Christmas period, but they had their pond pumps get the cables got chewed through by fucking rats and mice. And a couple of days ago, fucking heron took about 3 or 4 of Joss's fish and left one beaten shitless in the pond. I mean, oh my word. You know, what else can go fucking wrong for the couple? I mean, they are an absolutely beautiful couple. I mean, they'll do anything for anyone, and they don't ask for nothing. Well, I actually told Mark last year that I will be going down there this year and I'll help him sort out some of the folds and creases in his liner. That's what I'm doing. But I think as a community we could come together and sort something out to make that pond not just heron proof but more user friendly for Joss, so she could actually sit on the side of her pond and enjoy her fish. It's just a thought. Either way, this year I'm going down there and I'm going to be sorting out the liner with Mark, and we're going to get rid of as many creases as possible. But if, as a community, we could come together and pull something off for them, that would be fucking wicked. Absolutely fucking wicked, I think. And such a deserving couple for the help as well, and I know for a fact they would never fucking ask for it, and they're probably pissed at me because I'm doing this, but I think they are truly deserving of the community's help to get their pond to where it needs to be for them to be able to enjoy it instead of having to keep worrying over it. But that said, I'm having my own fucking issues today. Oh, life is never fucking boring, is it? Yep, well, who said these things work? Don't work on my pump. Now that's a 3,600 litres an hour pump. And it's too fast for that fucking multi-bait. I mean, the room for adjustment on this thing, for this pump, is from there to there. If I go anywhere past there, it switches the pump off. Yeah. And I don't really want to have to buy a pump, especially when I got a fucking cupboard full of fucking pumps in there that can be converted and used. But they're all around the same sort of fucking speed as that one, so be defeating the object. And I know I've got it valved at the moment, and I know it's switched off at the moment because that plug thing's playing about on the fucking wind. Jesus! It's a beautiful day, but that fucking wind, and I've cut through you, I'm telling you. Oh, fuck me, let's come in here a minute. Still got to sort my fucking switch out, but I think it's that light unit up there that's gone, not the switch. Oh fuck, that was still a bit hot. Oh, God, burnt me tonsils. Yeah, so I don't really like running pumps valve down by ball valves, because then you end up putting unnecessary back pressure on the pump itself. So the plan is I'm going to have to drain it down a bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your fucking teeth in, Vincent. I'm going to put up. Oh, fuck's sakes! Start again. Third time lucky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the water level down, I'm going to move some of the alpha grog, I'm going to drill a couple of fucking holes, and I'm going to put a couple of bulkheads in. That way, I know for a fact it will then cope, because even with it valved down, it still runs, and you're talking millimetres away from the top. So if you haven't got, and I found that out as well, so I had to put a bit of fucking put a bit of a spacer underneath the end of the vortex, one of these jobbies, because if that thing isn't completely level, I mean the margin for error is sort of like that, so, and not only that, I don't want it to be a massive flow, so if I can slow it down more by putting in a couple of extra returns, then that's what I'll do. Where as I've got that one coming in down there, what I'll do is I've got a couple of bulkhead connectors. I'll put one there, and I'll drop them down the front and I'll point them. Dickhead. Right, so I've got 2 bulkhead connectors in there, and then I'll come down with a bit of pipe work, and then I will point them that way, which will then give me a better circular flow, and it should empty that a lot quicker. And what I mean is, literally, this second line, no, the first line actually, this first line is where the water line is running. And for me, with the wind we get in the garden, and I am going to be putting some perspex over certain places, but it was still whipping the fucking vortex about like a good one. So I'm going to have to cut some bits of perspex to go in there, hence why I want it to empty quicker out of that end to drop the level down in the filter as a general. Can you see what I mean, if that makes any sense? That way I shouldn't have to use that valved, I won't need that, and I shouldn't need to change that, if that makes any sense. But the boys and girls are doing tickety boo. Oh, my fingers are fucking cold. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Push that too, that's better. Oh, mind you, it's not much fucking warmer in here. It's 6.9 in here, and we're 8.1 in the pond. Right, so they're all up and about. Skimmer switched off because I'm just about to put that on a clean. I think the last of the blanket weed is finally fucking off. Hooray! Whoopla! So yeah, and I mean, we're my little prongs. We are 8.1 in the main pond and 7 degrees in here. Oh no, 6.9. It's fluttering. It's starting to go up now. I've shut the door, so filling in that hole has made a difference. I've still got to get a bit of silicone down the top of that side and a little bit across the top of there, but apart from one more can of expanding foam for there and finish off that corner there, we're as insulated as we're ever going to get in here for the minute. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to be able to afford to stud line these walls, put in 2 inches of Celotex and then moisture board and tile over the top, and that would be absolutely fucking sweet then, but I'm not made of money. I've not got a lot of money as it is, but hey, fuck it, life is what it is, isn't it? If you got it, you spend it. Oh, that's better, it's starting to cool down now. And Bestie, my man, slurp for Skegster, thank you very much. See if we can get more of you YouTubers out there doing a slurp for the Skegster. Oh. See, I can get away with it now because Susan's not here. Oh, so yeah. I'm going to put you lot down. I'm going to go and brave the cold, and then I'll pick you back up shortly. Well, that's running on full bore. I got a little drip over there, but once I pick up some Obi-Wan over the weekend, we'll be able to get all the drips sorted out. I've got the vortex level now, as you can hear. She's running on every little bit of 3,600 litres an hour, which is what I wanted. So it only took one bulkhead, and then once I put you in here and I show you the filter, you'll see what I mean. I think two would have been too much. It's only got a bit of flexi on it at the moment, just so I can test it and everything else, and then I'll get some OB1, I'll get the last of the drips sorted out, and then we shall be rocking and rolling. You soon, you're up. Oh, so yeah, as you can see, I haven't got any rubbers for that bulkhead because I ended up getting the heat gun out and reconditioning two bulkheads so that I could have a couple. I'll show you the other one in a minute. But yeah, stuck a bit of flexi in there, so I've got a little bit of a drip there for the minute, but like I say, when I get some OB1, I'll get a 90 in there, and what I'll do is I'll get a sweat 90 as opposed to a knuckle 90 like that. So that's a knuckle 90, that's a sweat 90, and you see how it sweeps round, and that one's quite sharp. Well, I used what I had at the time, but at some point in time that will get changed. I'll either put a 45 on there with a bit of pipe and then a 45, which will then sweep it just that little bit more. I mean, I've got to change that T-piece, so I can do that then. But as you can see now, it's only just coming over this baffle bar, because you can see the movement there. Don't forget, I've got another bit of pipe like that to put across that bar there to stop the K1 coming out. But once I've got the right amount of K1 in there, I will actually seal a piece of Perspex over there permanently. And as you know, I've got the Alpha Grog and the Calla Lilies in the end chamber, and I've just got to sort the aeration out now for the K1 and the Jap mat, and the filter is golden then in that respect. So yeah, happy as a pig in shit, as one would say. So I'll start topping that up in a minute. They're wanting food, but I ain't gonna give them none. Just about to give this a blast out with the hose and give the pipe a bit of a purge. And then I'll start on the bottom drain. It's fucking cold though. And I'll clean this out, and then we'll go and have a look at how the fish tank's looking. Turn the air off in there for a minute. Slurp for the skegster. Oh, that was a good one, Skeggy. You got to admit, that was a good one. Well, everything seems to be, other than the couple of little leaks that I know about, everything over there is running a tickety boo. So, I said that I recycled a bulkhead fin, didn't I? Now, when you recycle one of these ball valves, the plastic is a lot thicker when you're hitting it with the heat gun, so you're less likely to do any damage to it. But I was using Cockney Koi bulkheads, these things, and if you treat them a little bit gentler, you've got a tiny little bit of a warp there where I put the screwdriver in, but if you are a little bit gentler and a little bit more patient, you can actually take the 1.5 inch waste out of these bulkhead fittings. And no, I'm not a tight cunt. I just, if I've got it and I need it and I can reuse it, then that's what I'll do. And if I can show you guys how I do it, so it saves you a couple of quid, then even fucking better. And just to prove a point, brand new Solvent World hose tail. Oh, she is a bit tight. I'm gonna have to put you down for this one. See, just to prove a point, look, 1.5" solvent weld, and that's got a tight, you can hear it, it's got a tight fit on there, you know, and that is pipe work that is, I would say, 1/3 the thickness of a double union ball valve. So just to go and show you and prove that the technique does work on all things. And like I say, there is the proof in the pudding. And you can see where, if you look very carefully, well, get the camera open, so just here, you can see where the screwdriver went in initially. And I've got that little kick there on there because the pipe on the inside wasn't quite soft enough. So yeah, that's why I got that little bit there. But as I said, look, beautiful. On to the next job. And talking about the next job, I've got this fired up. I've put some floss in there for the minute at the top because I give it a good stir up, and you can tell I've had leaves from the old tree there. I will be putting some kind of fucking top over the top of that to stop that from fucking happening, because I ain't putting up with that. But been giving it a good go round with the brush. And even with the floss there, I know it's pushed the floss down now, but that's still catching 75% of it, and the rest with the speed that it's running. Yeah, the rest with the speed that it's running at, it will settle out in this little bottom bit down here anyway. So we should be absolutely golden. I'm not topping up at the moment because I'm just about to use the hose to clean out the bottom drain easy pod. Oh, don't look at that light, silly bastard, Vincent. But yeah, still a bit of blanket weed, but it's disappearing slowly. It is disappearing slowly. So yeah, that's where I'm at out here in the garden. Fish are all up and swimming. You're not having any fucking food, as much as you like. Even though we've gone up to 9.5 now, so we have gone up a bit coming into the afternoon. But that fucking wind chill is naughty, I'm telling you. Even indoors, I feel it every now and then. It blows across the back of my neck, and you're like, oh, fuck off. So anyway, I'm going to get on and clean this easy pod out, and then we'll go and have a look at the fish tank. Well, I'm at a point where my fingers just need to go in and do something like hug a cup of tea. But filters are cleaned. They're just doing their last of their top up. I've got to say a big shout out to my brother and my best mate Brad for the reducers. Not only did he help me get the multi-bay up and running with the 3 to 2 inch reducer that I managed to adapt, but he also gave me another 4 to 1.5 reducer, which means I've got me up stacks in. Now all I've got to do is get the pipe work in. Once I know how far the bubbles come in the pipe work, then I'll cut the pipe work, and like I say, anything that comes off of that then will go straight to waste. So yep, nice one, brother. So that's them 2 bits done and out the way. Just need one more now so I can divert the tumble dryer down to the side of the tank down that area there, because I'm gonna cover that bit off completely. So whenever we use the tumble dryer, it'll get a little bit of a warm in there. So it's settled down again in there, or settling down again in there. I have given it another good stir-a-roo. Even with that bit of floss there, it's running absolutely tickety-boo. So well chuffed-a-roo with that. What else is there? They're doing alright. Just about to turn the tap off on them. Nip. Would it be easier if I just left the fucking grasses in the hangers and you just take the whole fucking lot? Because I've got some spare ones in the shed. Let me know. Alright, we'll see if we can sort it out that way. Oh, come on guys. Let's get Gaz, GKP, to 1,000 subscribers. And let's fucking get him to 1,000 subscribers. And keep him there. Not get him to 1,000 subscribers and then 12 hours later unsubscribe because you think it's funny. Honestly, it just blows my mind sometimes, the childishness of people. But anyway, oh, fuck me, my hands are frozen. Oh, I didn't turn that tap off. Fuck's sakes. Right, get back down. Right, that's everything in there done, dusted, shut off. Oh, there goes a bit of me feather edge, for fuck's sakes. I'll have to get some fucking grit fill on that, fucking glue the bastard thing in place. They're alright, that's running, all bar a couple of drips, but a couple of drips is fuck all in the big league of things. Alright. Still waiting for that Sumi to come back into the head of the Easter shower. I was looking at a picture of it the other day when we got it in April. And yeah, it has lost quite a bit of Sumi, but as I keep telling you, I got faith. I got faith. I am at some point going to be moving on the red achiever. So, yep, don't get me wrong, it's a nice fish. I don't know if we can see it from here. Oh yeah, we can, it's just down there, look. It's a real nice fish, it's got a lovely body shape and that on it. It's just... no longer floating my boat. It just... so yeah, that will be moved on this year. Let's have a quick look at the tank. Mind you, those of you that grew up in the 80s, when you walk into my front room now, it does sound a bit like fucking Grotbag's Grotto. But it has definitely made the fish a lot more active. Well, you can probably hear it going like a good one now. Yeah, it's really livened the fish up. But as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of Helex 13 media bouncing about in there. I did give the sponges from that one and that one a clean, but this time round I cleaned them in water taken from the tank. The reason for that is because there's no point cleaning them out in the sink and killing off all the fucking good bacteria in there if I haven't got anything built up on these. I'm just going to be fighting an endless battle then. So yeah, for the time being, until I start to see a bit of a change in colour in the media, the old sponges will have to be cleaned out in tank water. In fact, I'll pause you there. Let's see if I can go and get the selfie stick. I can't use it as a fucking tripod no more, but I can still use it as a selfie stick. Let me go and grab the selfie stick and let's see if we can... oh, I won't bother pausing you. Well, I will when I try. Oh, no, I won't. Maybe I will. I don't know. I used to be indecisive. Now I just don't know what one. Yeah. Can't say that nowadays, though, can you? Yeah. I mean, where my mum works in pensions, and they've got a lady that works there, and she actually kicks off if she's not addressed in an email as a pronoun. My mum's old school, she won't do it, you know. As far as she's concerned, if you've got a dick, you're a boy. If you've got a fanny, you're a girl, you know what I mean? None of this they, them, it, thy, fucking, yeah. Mind-blowing shit, innit? Oh, the world we live in today, eh, cupcakes? So let's see if we can strip you out of this case. Red Hand Gang. Do you remember that programme? Was that why don't, oh, I don't fucking know. Let's see if we can do this like this. That's it, right, we've got you there. So one round. Let's have a look at what we get. We slide this off here. Polystyrene's moved. Let's see if this works, huh? Going nice and gently. No, it spun the camera around. Why is it doing that? how clear that's come out, but fuck it, it is what it is. Hopefully you see a bit of what's inside that fish tank from a fish tank side view. Hey, we've got to try these things, haven't we? Now I've got my phone dried off. Before I go, we'll just cut away to the turtles and the bifters retreat. Well, as you can see, there is still quite a few bifters in there. That's Jordan's male tortoise. That's the smaller of the two of his pair. There is a little one in there as well, but there is one or two in here that I have noticed that would not really be classed as bifters. So maybe we've got one at the back there. Not too bad, Gimmer and Chagoy. But there's 2 or 3 in there. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 in there, so all is not lost in that respect. Just we just got to do better. Well, that's the wrong thing to say, because it's not a case of doing better, because it wasn't anything that I did wrong, because they were absolutely fine the night before. Because like I said, I was on a video call with Gaz from Gaz's Koi Pond showing them, and they were looking absolutely spanking. But yeah, it just takes something to go wrong and you lose the lot, and it doesn't always mean it's something that you've done wrong. And in this case, it was just the fucking thermostat and the heater went. But you know what I mean? It's like Drop Bag's Grotto. But it is saving me, I think it's 200 watts an hour, not running the power heads and an air pump. So just running the air pump at sort of like, I think it's 35 watts an hour. Can't grumble at that, really, can you? So I think that's about it for this Friday, folks. So as always, I've been Twisted Koi, and let's see if this year can continue as a year to actually start building the community back up to what it was and what it should be, and paying it forward a lot more, you know. Start helping out the littler guys and the people that need it, without even having to worry about what you're going to get out of it. On that note, you've been great, as always, and I'll catch you, I'll more than likely catch you on Sunday, because we've got the first YouTuber visit of the year. We've got Neil from Stoke Koi Adventures coming to collect his Agrigo Shui and his Kaneko Shuro at Suri. So yeah, we'll catch you lot on Sunday.
That's all, cupcakes.